Constantino,
¿Qué huele?
pound for pound.
Little Giant Boxing.
So the big fight, the main event, Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora, the Tower Inferno. Obviously, Fundora pulled the upset and beat Tim Tszyu. What'd you think?
Happy for Fundora. You know what? Because I've known them for a while. They're very nice to me. They're great kids. Him and his sister, his dad. Man, look at how hard they work. They have their own gym in their backyard, and now the sister Fundora are world champions. The dad should be the right now at this moment the proudest father in the world because of what he's accomplished with both his daughter and his son. Beating Tim Tszyu, he's WBC, WBO champion. That's huge, and I'm very happy for them because they are great people. They're very friendly, very humble, and I am very happy to. I've never met Tim Tszyu. Just like everybody else, I thought Tim Tszyu was going to pull it off, but that cut made a big difference. I think that was the difference, but it's not Fundora's fault. It's just part of boxing. He's a champion now, and I give him a lot of respect for that.
A lot of people are blaming like the cutman, saying like, oh, like, what'd you make of that? Because obviously
sometimes the cutman is hired to do his job, so it's not the cutman that needs to be blamed. It's the trainer. The trainer should have stopped the fight. The cutman.
I said, hey, after the 4th round.
After the second round. Because if you go after the 4th round, you got to go to the scorecards, and you don't know if he's ahead. Because I think he won the first rounds, but then after that, the rounds were very close. I don't know what the judges' scorecards were.
After 2 is no contest, right?
Before 4 is no contest.
Okay.
After the last round, after the 4 ends, they go to the scorecards. They should have done it right away. That nobody was going to stop that beating. So it's not the cutman's fault. Yeah, the cutman didn't know what to do. He got a little scared, and maybe he didn't even have medicine. It looked like he dropped all the medicine when he was. That's what it seemed like. He had his medicine right here, but when he was doing it, it looked like he turned his bottle around, which is pretty bad. It looked really bad, but it's not the cutman's fault.
Stitch Duran said you would have never stopped that cut.
So,
it's a cut
so
right there.
The trainer should have stopped that fight. And I know the fighters are brave. The fighters have heart, and no, I could still continue. But no, especially when it happens early, 2nd round, and you're gonna fight the rest of your fight with the fucking blood gushing out. Stop that fucking fight and go home and still a champion, and then let's do it again another time. Now he's going home. He's not a champion. Everybody's talking shit about the trainer, the cutman, didn't all that. It could even be embarrassing because what kind of you have to have experienced trainers, cutman. I'm not blaming the cutman. Like I'm telling you, I really don't know his team. I don't know who the cutman is or anything. But if I go on a fight, Top Rank has hired cutman for every show. I could bring in a cutman, I could bring in Basso or Stitch, and they're gonna do their job. If one of my fighters gets cut, they're gonna try to stop the bleeding. But it's my job to say, you know what, my fighter, that's too deep. It's gonna be too. We got 10 more rounds to go. Fuck, all that blood he's losing. He's not gonna.
You have the experience to call it and be like, no, this is what we're gonna
do. The trainer's the one that made that big mistake. Even though he said, or he could say, well, my fighter's got a great heart. Well, I don't give a fuck. I've had fighters that have great heart too, and if I could stop a fight before to win on points or to stop it on a no contest, I'll do it because if you already have that disadvantage, blood coming out, nobody was gonna stop that. So much blood coming out for 10 rounds. That's half an hour, more than half an hour.
That's a lot of blood.
How much blood? People, people die from losing blood.
Yeah, it looked like a Kill Bill scene, honestly.
People die from losing blood. So knowing that there's still 10 more rounds, why the fuck did they should have stopped it right away, and they would still be champions, and they would do it again.
Obviously, his manager said that they didn't have a contract for a rematch clause, but it was verbal. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, if they respect the verbal agreement, then it'd be nice, because a lot of people, a lot of fighters, a lot of trainers, a lot of managers, they work on verbal agreements. We don't need contracts. Honestly, if the fighters like the work that we're doing, the work that we do, the money that we get them, they won't go. They won't go nowhere. So if there's a verbal agreement, then they should do it.
Obviously, Fundora said, you know what, like I want to WB order actually Crawford versus Fundora, but then Spence comes in the ring and he's like, I want to fight the winner. I want to fight
Well, I think
Fundora.
WB ordered it. So if Fundora wants to fight Spence, then he's gonna have to vacate the WBO, which he's still a WBC champion anyway. So he could still make a huge payday against Spence. So it doesn't matter right now. I would probably love to see him defend both belts against Spence or give Tim Tszyu the rematch, but it's gonna be their decision. You know, he's got a team. He's got Samson, who's right now on top of the world. You know, he's a great manager, great promoter. His dad is on top of the world with both his daughter and son being a world champions. So you know, they're gonna make the right choice.
And obviously, Fundora said, I love that fight against Crawford, fighting the best pound for pound guy. I mean, damn that.
See, those kids are insane, man. They'll fight anybody. They're winners, and he made it. That's the main thing. You know, he made it already. This fight made him, and now he deserves a huge fucking payday.
All right, and lastly, Robert, obviously a huge fight. Obviously, Canelo Munguia. What do you think?
You know what? I think Munguia is gonna put up some really good rounds. Munguia is not gonna go run around, try to survive. Munguia is gonna put up a good fight. I was taking one of my fighters to spar Munguia for his last fight, and Munguia's a very strong fighter, man. His fucking legs, his back, strong dude, man. Just very strong. So
He looks big.
I know he's gonna go out there to fight. He's not gonna go out there to get a payday and to survive and run. He's gonna go out there to fight. And as long as the fight lasts, he's gonna put up some good rounds. I think Canelo beats him, but man, he didn't. He won. He got the big fight. He got the fight. You know, he's already making really good money, but this is gonna be just something.
5 times the payday he
Exactly.
usually gets.
You know, 5, 6, 7, 10 times. You
10
know, I don't
times the
know.
payday, yeah.
Than what he's normally used to getting. So for him, his team, his family, already made it. Win or lose, they already made it.
All right, and then obviously, lastly, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney, right around the corner, April 20th.
I hear what like Oscar said, that he talked to Ryan. He looks really good. He's good. Kind of, you know, a promoter doing his job, obviously. But I talked to Lupe, because he's a good friend of mine, and Lupe told me, you know what, Robert? Because I kind of did have that, you know, we talked about something else, but I brought it up. I said, how's Ryan doing? Because, you know, from those things on social media, it looks like
Tweets, the post.
things might not be doing too good. He's like, look, Robert, the last few weeks he's been doing great, training hard. So I believe what Lupe told me. I know Ryan is gonna go out there to try to put up a good fight. He's fast and strong. He hits very hard, so anything could happen in the fight. But like I said, we can't just go on a lucky punch. You know, Haney's a great fighter, very talented, very good boxer, has a great jab. I see Devin Haney winning, but like I said, one punch could change anything. Fighters that have power, you could be losing every single round, and one punch ends the fight.
So you're saying anything can happen?
Anything could happen, but I see Haney pulling it off.
And obviously, lastly, Raymond Murataya. You have so many kids fighting coming up that are just great prospects too.
You know what? This weekend we had Raymond Murataya, Lindolfo Delgado, Art Barrera on the top rank card, and then the next day we had Leonardo Rubalcaba in Long Beach, all 4-1. You know, Lindolfo, impressive knockout. Art Barrera, beautiful performance. You know, everybody loved him. I got so many calls from so many different boxing people, promoters. Who's this kid? Where'd you find him? You know, nobody knew about this kid. You know, the kid was already training with. I think Pita said he started training him when he was 14 or 15, and but nobody knew about him. You know, he has a few national titles, but he was never one of those kids that USA boxing or amateur boxing is like, oh, you guys gotta keep, exactly. So Pita, it was kind of like right behind doors. You know, Pita was training him, and then Pita tells me, Dad, there's a kid right here. I'm training a kid. Come and see him and do mitts with him, just so you can feel it. I came, did mitts. God damn, that kid has power. So I'm like, all right, let's start doing something. So we just turned him pro as soon as he turned 18 last August, he's 4-0.
Damn, he's 18?
Yeah, he just turned 18 last August. He'll be 19 in August.
He's a kid, so he's gonna get more power.
He's he's 4-0, 4 knockouts. I think this fight was very impressive. Everybody at Top Rank loved him. Every other promoter loved him too. They called me, man, is this kid signed? And no, he's not signed. But I'm glad. I'm thankful that Top Rank is giving me the opportunities. And let's see what happens. Next. We already have him maxed up for May 18 already. And it just goes like that. Raymond had a performance also, not what everybody expected. Raymond's last 4 fights have all been impressive knockouts. Sensational knockouts against good fighters. This time he didn't have that. He still looked good. He won almost every round. Maybe lost 2 rounds. If I think the judges, one judge had 1 round and the other ones had 2 rounds. So he won clearly, but didn't have the performance that the world expected from Raymond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can't come up with any excuses. I know for a fact Raymond wasn't 100%, but there's no, we don't need to bring it up.
Take the win and you move on.
We move on. It looks like we're gonna bring him back soon. We're gonna bring him back as soon as possible. I'm already talking to Top Rank about bringing him back soon. Hopefully within the next few days we'll finalize something. And bring him back and get a good performance. And people, everybody always forgets your, everybody goes by your last performance. He's had 4 in a row that were sensational. He gets one that people were not very, very excited about, and that's how it is. We need to bring him back quick.
Gallo Estrada, Bam Rodriguez,
Yeah,
Arizona.
can't wait for that one, bro.
Damn. After this, he's gonna go move up in the pound for pound rankings.
That's gonna be a great fight because Bam is in a mission to fight the best. When I told him you're fighting June 29, we're trying to get Gallo, but it could be somebody else. He told us, if it's not Gallo, I'm not gonna fight. If it's not Gallo, I'd rather spend time with my newborn baby because his newborn baby is gonna be born this month.
Yeah.
So he says, if it's Gallo, I'll train, I'll get in shape, I'll go to camp. But if it's not against Gallo, I'd rather wait till maybe September, October to fight.
So that was motivation to get up, basically.
That was the, if it's so we finalized everything. Gallo also got to respect Gallo for taking the fight. He hasn't fought in a while. I know he wanted a stay busy fight before that, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But Gallo, you gotta respect him. He's a great fighter, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in Mexico. Pound for pound, maybe the best fighter out of Mexico. So we gotta respect him for taking the fight too. It's gonna be a really good fight, man. It's gonna be a great fight. I think it could be fight of the year. It's gonna be top, fight of the year type of fight.
And then Virgil Ortiz back already.
Yeah, back.
He's not fucking around.
April 27, getting back in there. We have to bring him back quick, and after this we got to bring him back quick again. I'm hoping sometime July, August, and then one more fight before the end of the year. I'm planning on getting him back. Not just we're planning. His dad, Pita, Rick Morrigan, Golden Boy. We want him to fight 4 times this year, and we're going the right way. He fought in January. He's fighting again April 27. Hopefully in the summer, and then end of the year.
All right, anything you want to leave us with, Robert, before I let you go?
April 27, Jose Ramirez, Virgil Ortiz. I'm also training Oscar Duarte, who's going to fight Jojo Diaz on that same card. So
I saw him here. He was sparring yesterday.
He was sparring yesterday. We're going to have another 4-round kid that comes from Dallas that trains with Virgil, who's also going to fight on the card. So we're going to have 4 fights on the card. We're going to be pretty busy. But, that's just boxing is, Then we have Santillan fighting May 18th in San Diego, another big fight, another big event in San Diego. So
Santillan's a bad dude, man. That guy's scary.
We just got to stay busy. We got to continue fighting, continue training our guys, continue winning, and that's it.
RGBA, powerful, stable, powerful.
That's right, it is.